Good morning friends. Today we discuss the classless IP addressing. So first we discuss the key feature of the classful IP addressing. An IP address is 32-bit address in the IPv4. IP address having the 5 classes, class A, class B, class C, class D and the class E. Each IP classes having the fixed size of address space, that is the major limitation of the classful addressing. In the class A, we have the 50% addresses are in the class A, 25% of addresses are in the class B, 12.5 addresses are in the class C, 6.25 addresses are in the class D as well as the E. So major problem we are finding in the classful addressing is that we have a large wastage of the IP addresses. Classless IP addressing. In the classless IP addressing, we have the variable length address block. It means we have the address space is variables. Classless addressing is a superset of the classful addressing. It reduces the wastage of the IP address. The classless IP is used by the international service provider while allocating the IP address to the local ISP, small organization as well as the customers. Number of addresses in a block. There is only one condition on the number of addresses in the block. It must be power of the 2. So number of addresses in the block, it should be a 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 and so on. A household may be given a block of 2 addresses. A small business may be given a group of 16 addresses. A large organization may be given a 1024 number of the addresses. Slash notation. In the classless IP, we will use the slash notations. So here we ABCD represent the any IP address and slash n represent the prefix length. Slash notation is also known as the CIDR notation. CIDR stands for the classless interdomain routing notations. First example, a small organization is given a block with the beginning address and the prefix length. So we are given a one network address having the address is the 205.16.37.24/29. It means our prefix length is the 29. What is the range of the block? So the beginning address is 205.16.37.24. To find the last address, we keep the first 29 bits and change the last 3 bits to the ones. So this is the way how we can find the range of the addresses in the binary decimal forms. So there are total 8 number of addresses. How we can find this? That we have the 8 number of addresses. As we are given the prefix length is 29. So we have to find the suffix length. Suffix length is the 32 minus prefix length. So 32 minus 29, it should be equal to 3. So the total number of addresses in the block is to the power 3. So total addresses we have the to the power 3 means we have the 8 addresses. If the beginning address is 205.16.37.24, then the last address is the 205.16.37.31. So here we are showing that we have a IP addresses which having the block size equal to the 8 because our suffix length is the 8 here. Suffix length is the 3 here. A block in the class A, B and C can easily be represented in the slash notations. So we can also represent the classful addressing by the slash notations. As we know, in the class A, the subnet mask is the 255.0.0.0. It means we have the 8 number of bits are 1, all are 0. So we can use the slash 8 notations. So similar for the class B, we have the subnet mask is the 255.255.0.0. It means we have here 16 number of ones. In the class C, subnet mask is the 255.255.255.0. So here we have the 24 number of bits are the 1. So here in the class C, the notation is the slash 24. So next example number 3. What is the network address? If one of the address is 167.199.170.82/27. So here we have given the one network address and we have given the prefix length is the 27. Prefix, our prefix length is the 27. It means our first three digit means 167, 199.170, which comprises the 8 plus 8, 16 plus 8, 24. These comprises the 24 bits. It means our three digit does not change. Only the change will happen in the last digit, which is the 82. So what we will do, we can represent the 82 number in the binary form, which is written here 010100010, and here we are finding the our suffix length is 32 minus 27, that is the 5. So here we have the number we can assign for the subnet for the host is the 5 bits. So our 5 bits are the 0. While you are finding the network address, what we have the network ID, and our host ID comprises the all the 0. So what we will do, we will convert last 5 bits into the 0, and the number we are finding that will produce the network address. So we are converting the last 5 bit into the 0. So our bit can contain the 0, 1, 0 and the all 5 0. This comprises the number equal to 64 as shown in here. So the network address is 167.199.170.64/27. Next example number 4. An organization is granted the block 130.34.12.64/26. So we have given a one network address and we have given the prefix length is the 26. The organization need to have the 4 subnets. So organization is required a 4 subnets. What are the subnet address and the range of the addresses for the each subnet? The suffix length, as we know, it is 6 because 32 minus prefix length, that is 26, it should be equal to the suffix length, that is equal to 6. This means that the total number of addresses in the block is to the power 6, that should be equal to the 64. If we create the 4 subnet, each subnet having the 16 addresses, it means we have the 16 addresses in each subnet. Let us find the subnet prefix, subnet mask. We need 4 subnet, which means we need to add 2 more ones in the site prefix. The subnet prefix is then it should be a /28, and number of addresses in each subnet is the 16. So our first address is the 130.34.12.64, and the total number of addresses are the 16. It means last address is the 130.34.12.79. This comprises the 16 addresses. So next subnet will start with the .80 and the continue till the .95. It again contains the 60 number of addresses. Subnet 3 again start with the 96 and its last address is the 111. It again contains the 16 addresses. Subnet 4 again contain the start from the 1112 and it contains the 16 addresses. So the last address is the .127. So here we are given the graphical representations in which we have the 4 subnet, and the first subnet address starting from the 130.34.12.64, which comprises the 60 number of the addresses. Second start with the .80, which again comprises the 60 number of addresses. Next start with the 96.96, it again comprises the 60 number of addresses. Last start with the last address comprises the address .112, which again comprises the 60 number of the addresses. So here the site address is the first address, that is the 130.34.12.64/26. Next example number 5. An ISP is granted a block of address starting with the 190.100 100.0.0/16. It means our prefix length is the 16. The ISP need to distribute these addresses to the three group of the customer as follow. The first group having the 64 customers, each need the 256 addresses. The second group has the 128 customer, each need 128 addresses. The third group having the 128 customer, each need 64 addresses. So we have to find, design the sub block and given the slash notation for each sub block, find out how many addresses are still available after these allocations. So first of all, we are finding the how many addresses in ISP is allocated. As we know, this address is the 190, this is the class B address, and our prefix length is the 16, and our suffix length is again 16 because 32 minus 16 equal to the 16. So if I say the total number of addresses of the ISP having the, that should be equal to the power 16. It should be equal to the 65536. So 536 addresses that having the one ISP having. So the first group, each customer need 256 addresses. This means the suffix length is to the power 8, that is that to the power 8 equal to the 256. The prefix length is the 32 minus 8, it means it should be a 24. So our first, we have the 64 customer, so the first address start from the 190.100.0.0/24, and we are allocating the 256 address. So the last address is the 190.100.0.255/24. So this is the block of address that is assigned to the first customer. So similarly, the last address 64 to the 64 customer is 190.100.63.0 to 190.100.63.255/24. So total number of address we are allocating to the group 1 is, we have a 64 customer and each customer is assigned the 256 addresses. So total number of addresses we have 16384, that is allocated to the group number 1. Second, in the group number 2, each customer need 128 address. It means our to the power 7 means 128. It means we have the suffix length is the 7. Then we find the prefix length. 32 minus 7, it should be equal to the 25. It means that we have to use the slash, that should be equal to /25. So the first customer we are assigning the 128 address, that will start from the 190.100.64.0 to /25, and that last address is the 190.100.67.127/25. So here we are allocating the 120 address to the each and every customer. So total number of customer we have the 168. So last address that range is start with the 190.100.127.128/25, and it will end with the 190.100.127.255. So here we have the 128 customers and we are assigning the 120 address to the each and every customers. So total number of addresses are again 128 into 128, it should be equal to the 16384. So second group is assigned this number of the addresses. In the third group, for this group, each customer needs 64 addresses. Here each customer is required the 64 number of addresses. So for 64, to the power 6 equal to the 64, it means here our suffix length is the 6. Then we find the prefix length. 32 minus 6, it should be equal to the 28. So our address will contain the /28. The first address we will assign to the customer is 190.100.128.0, and we are assigning the 64 address. So the last address is the 190.100.128.63/26. and the last address we are assigning to the last customer is the 128, that should be equal to the 190.100.159.192/26, 192.100.159.255/26. So total number of customer we have the 128s, and we are assigning the 64 address to the each and every customer. So total number of address assigned in the group 3 is 128 into 64, 8192. So number of address granted to the ISP, as we know, 6536, that we earlier says. The number of allocated address are, that is the summation of the all the address assigned to the group 1, group 2 and the group 3. It should be equal to the 40960. So number of the available addresses are the 224, that is the subtraction from the granted address to the allocated address, that should be equal to the 24576 number of the addresses that are available with the ISP. Thank you for this lecture. We are following the book Data Communication and Network by the Frozen.